Hey everyone, it's me, Maria Young.
And me, Jody Young.
And together we make The Young Life.
Life.
Today we watched the live semi-finales, and this was actually the episode that followed the prior episode with the fiasco with Adam Levine doing what he did, and of course Deandre getting eliminated and Reagan moving on without having to compete. And I really had great hopes that The Voice would acknowledge how upset and how disheartened the viewing audience was with how The Voice put on that fiasco, or how The Voice presented itself in that episode. Now, as you guys know, a lot of us was in a complete uproar. We were very disheartened, very upset, frustrated, angered by the whole event, and we made our voices loud and clear. We were all over the internet and social medias, on the news, you name it, we were there because we were very passionate about how we felt and also how the show made us feel as well. It also put in question doubts that we had on the show and our faith and our trust of the show. Many of you guys had said that there was a conspiracy going on, that perhaps there was a setup, maybe things were all planned out and rigged. And I have something to say to you guys about that as well. Please wait to the end because I want to talk all about that, and I want to share with you some information that I think is really going to shock and appall you because it did me. And you will just really view these types of shows in a whole different light. Okay, so when I watched the show, I was really anticipating that The Voice would actually acknowledge how upset their viewers, their supporters, and their fans were, because it really gripped our hearts. I know it did me. I was mortified. I was horrified at the way that they would treat a contestant. I was really just lost my respect in people on the show, and just gave me a whole different perspective of The Voice.
It was disappointing. It was disappointing because you feel like you're watching a competition, and in reality, it just seemed to be a popularity contest. Adam made a decision to push forward for someone that he had a good relationship with. But Deandre performed. He actually performed. He should have had the opportunity to move on. I mean, how can you call it a competition if you don't sing? This is not hate towards Reagan. This is just stating a fact. And Deandre clearly is the better singer, in my opinion.
My opinion too.
Your opinion too?
Yes.
Yeah. So, it's extremely disappointing. We invest a lot of time into this, and, I don't know how important your time is to you, but when you sit down, you want to be entertained, but you want to watch something that is truthful. And unfortunately, The Voice, to me, they lost my trust. I don't trust them anymore. I don't believe what I'm watching is a singing competition. I believe they're pushing forward whoever they want to push forward. And, then why give the audience the opportunity to even vote? Why give the audience an opportunity to participate in the process? If you... We
know why. It's all about the money, honey.
Right. If they're already making a decision, because that's what it feels like. It feels like a decision was already made. Why run poor Deandre out there to sing his heart out only to get it crushed?
And humiliated.
And get humiliated.
In front of all America.
I think that's one point that gets lost in the whole thing. Okay, Adam could have had his favorite. He could have even pushed for it, but why humiliate a person on national TV, who is trying to make this a career? This is his dream.
That's his dreams too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, as well as Reagan. So, I think that was just very disrespectful.
Distasteful.
Yeah,
the way they let that drag out.
It was. And to not address it at all tonight.
And to not address it at all.
I mean, come on now. Your fans deserve more.
And as they know, America was upset with Adam Levine and how he approached the matter, how he unprofessionally dictated or had a great big helping hand to allow Reagan to pass through. A lot of people say, oh, it doesn't matter, people vote on it. You'd be surprised about that, folks. But yeah, Deandre did not get a fair shake. Adam did not represent Deandre like he represented Reagan. They were both on his team. He should have supported both of them. And he left basically Deandre high and dry and left him on the stage to bear the humiliation on his shoulder in front of America. And that's why I think so many people were upset, because they were hurting. They were also humiliated and embarrassed for Deandre. And they felt that he just did not get the fair shake out of it, while they felt that Reagan basically skated through with a free pass that they should not allow their contestants, or had not in the past. So a lot of people were in question, what made her so special? Well, we know Adam said that they do have some sort of special relationship, but how in the world did they concoct that plan, or how did they allow that to happen? But we all know that Adam is not the ruling factor here, and someone above him had to have given him the opportunity and the capability of doing that, which I believe, the voice in general, the company, the corporation, had allowed him to do that. Now, we were hoping that was not the case, and maybe it was just a blunder, a mistake from Adam. But with him not addressing this at all, not on the show, never even talking about it, period, because what really shocked me during this whole entire time this was unraveling, NBC, The Voice, no one ever addressed it. And usually when something occurs and a company's held accountable, or perhaps they have some guilt or some remorse behind it, they usually have a spokesperson or a representative that would come out, give a statement, or you'd see something written from the company acknowledging what has occurred, and maybe giving some form of resolution. But not at all, not one peep, not one word, nothing. I mean, it almost made you feel like we were the Deandres, because we did not get anything back. I mean, we wanted
a resolution.
But even some form of acknowledgement. I mean, you guys made us feel like we didn't matter. We don't count. We don't even exist. I mean, how could you not know how much in arms we were about this? I mean, we posted it all online, all over the media, everywhere. I mean, there's no way, no how I'm very upset, guys. And you guys know I'm usually not at a loss of words. I'm at a loss of words at what I seen tonight.
Guys, she is upset. So let's just all give her a group hug. All right.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we looked for a resolution tonight. We didn't get one. It's unfortunate. You do what you want to do as a viewer. I know, as for us, there's no need in investing any more time into The Voice. Obviously it's not what it says it is.
No.
You don't get a singing competition. You don't get good coaching. You get whoever is more popular, and you get that person to get pushed through. And in all honesty, I've seen this in other seasons. Not this way. I haven't seen any coach do it this way, but I have seen artists who, seems as though they clearly have a better voice than some of the other artists that are left on the competition, and they don't get an opportunity to go forward. And here's a situation where the artist didn't even sing, and she still got the opportunity to move forward.
How does that happen?
How does that happen?
How?
So that's unfortunate again, but such is life. We're gonna have to deal with it.
I want to make sure that you guys know that by seeing what we saw air in front of us live, there is no shadow of a doubt that these companies really don't care. And I knew that. It is all about the money, but, some companies at least have couth and manners about themselves, or have some form of professionalism. But this right here just really shows that it is all about the paper. It is all about the paper. And it also shows their arrogance.
Yes. I
to,
agree.
to know what America is going through, or their viewing audience, their fans, their supporters, and to definitely not care, not even give a response. This is living proof that they do not care what you think, and they are going to do absolutely what they want to do. Now, I do have to say that during the show, they did show a poor attempt to try to glaze over the fact that they, I guess, maybe were acknowledging it, or maybe was trying to let the public know that everything was cool and everything was at peace with Deandre, because there was a scene where Adam actually had made a statement.
It was a strange week, but it's over now. Deandre's my boy. I love him. We talked. It's all good.
And then they did show Reagan, and they had Deandre on the phone.
I called to tell you I love you, and all the extra stuff don't worry about. Do your best, man, and stay positive.
Thank you, love you too.
It was really, really brief, and I think that was a way just to let America know that, oh, everything's okay and everything is fine, so kind of get over it or move on or whatnot.
Listen, that is not the way that you try and make a situation right. You address the situation, you say what you're going to do about it, and even if it was nothing, if you're not going to do anything about it, that's fine, but at least acknowledge it. Don't make us feel as though, we've gone through this for a whole week and, you could care less and nothing's going to
And actually
come
think
of it.
that you guys are going to try to attempt to make it right.
Right. I mean,
That was a very lame way
And-
of trying to...
I would have felt better if at the beginning of the show they had gotten Carson, or maybe Adam, to address the situation, say what they're going to do about it. If they're not going to do anything about it, that's fine too. But, maybe even some sort of apology to Deandre publicly. I mean, you did publicly humiliate him, So, and then give that way the audience at least feels as though you
It's
addressed it.
acknowledged
Okay.
that you cared.
That you cared. Then we can move on with the show and continue on. But, to think that we're foolish and we're just going to watch no matter what, no, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You guys are in a position to right a wrong, and you decided that you just
It'd be a
weren't gonna
simple
do
fix
anything.
for them to do.
Absolutely.
Without a second thought, they could do it.
Would have
So
taken 2 minutes out of the show to do.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, and even to rectify the situation, I mean, they could make it right. They can do whatever they want to on the show.
It's their show.
But here's the problem, and this is why they do it, folks. They do it because that's what they believe. We'll just get over it, And I know in one of the comments someone had said, just get over it. But the problem is when you just get over it and you just move on and act like nothing ever happened, well, nothing changes. And they continue to wrong, and they never make it right. They continue to take advantage, and it gets worse and worse and worse, and you never have a voice in the matter. So no, we won't just get over it. No, we just won't move on. Because believe it or not, you guys have more power than you think. When you hurt the pockets of the company, that's when they'll make an adjustment. That's when they'll make a change. And the way you hurt the pockets of a network or of a TV show is by discontinuing to watch it. So viewership, exactly.
Yes.
So I myself will stand here today alongside of my husband and say that we refuse to watch another episode of The Voice. You have lost our trust. You do not deserve our viewership. You have told us blatantly in our faces that we don't matter, our opinions don't count, and you are not going to right the situation by any means, no matter how we feel about it. For that, I say I'm turning off The Voice. I'm turning the channel to another station, because what you guys have got to understand, we are not only investing our time, our energy, but we're also investing our money when we vote. And you would be surprised how much your vote doesn't count. And a lot of people said that they thought it was rigged. It is rigged. Come on, guys. I want to show you guys a video. I'm going to post it below. I hope that you guys watch it, because it is just shocking what these shows will lead you to believe. And this is a big eye opener for me. I mean, I kind of knew, but didn't know, didn't want to know. But
You don't
I mean,
want to know.
yeah, because it's so entertaining.
Right.
But truth is truth. What's false is false. And you watch the video. I mean, I've seen many contestants talk about these types of shows. They are prodded to make up scenarios and situations that's going to gain attention and publicity. And a lot of it is absolutely fabricated, let's just say. But it is not real. It is made for TV, and that is including a lot of these competition shows. Everything that you see on TV is not real, folks. And I hope you guys take a stand for what you believe in. If you think this show has been wrong in the way it conducted itself, if you think the actions of Adam Levine was totally inappropriate and also unprofessional, well, show it not just by talking about it, show it by not just complaining about it, because you cannot be a part of the solution if you are a part of a problem. I've seen a lot of your comments, and I've heard you guys loud and clear saying that you would no longer watch these types of TV shows if they did not acknowledge or rectify the problems and the situations. Well, they have not. So now the choice is yours. If you are going to continue to allow them to do this, or you're going to put a stop to it and make a stand and let these companies know that we are not falling for it anymore, and you will no longer insult our intelligence. And that's exactly what we're doing. We refuse to watch another episode of The Voice, and this is just not talk. Me and my husband actually stand up for what we believe in. There's a lot of companies and restaurants and things of that nature that we boycott or refuse to eat there or purchase from. And folks, I tell you, when you can make a stand like that, you really have accomplished something, because you are letting people know that you are not going to be pushed around and you are not going to be made a mockery of. Hey folks, we work hard for our money and our time is precious. So you need to be wise with how you spend your money and also how you spend your time. We've made up our minds, and yes, indeed, we have gotten over it. We've gotten so over it. We're done. We're done.
And done.
Done.
But we're done with The Voice. We'll just find something else to spend our time doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. And that's about it, folks. I just wanted to share that with you. And is there anything else you want to say, Jody?
No, that's it. We're just done.
We're done.
We're done with The Voice. We're done with this show.
And again, I'm Maria Young.
And I'm Jody Young.
And this is
The Young Life.
Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe and turn that bell notification on so you guys will know exactly when we post another video. See you guys later. And we out. Peace.